Sophie never shied away from a good party. She liked the feeling of being surrounded by people, hearing the laughter and music, and the feeling of freedom that came when she let herself go. So when her friend Laura invited her to a party at a club downtown, Sophie was all for it. The evening started out great. Sophie danced, drank, and flirted with guys. After a while, she didn't remember much anymore, but she knew she was having a good time. At some point, she must have broken away from her friends, but she didn't care. She was having too much fun to worry about anything else. The next thing she realized was that she woke up in complete darkness. She tried to sit up, but her head throbbed with pain, and her limbs seemed heavy. In a panic, she realized that she could not move and could not see anything. She called out for help, but her voice was faint and barely audible. As her eyes adjusted to the darkness, she realized she was lying on a cold metal table. The air around her was icy, and she trembled uncontrollably. Her heart raced as she realized she was in the morgue. How had she ended up there? What had happened to her? Memories of the night before came flooding back to her. The party, the drinking, the strangers. Had someone drugged her? Had she been kidnapped? She didn't know, but she knew she had to get out of there. She tried to move again, but her body was too weak. She felt a rush of anger and frustration as she realized she was completely helpless. She was trapped in the morgue, and there was no one there to help her. But then she heard something. It was a faint scratching sound coming from somewhere nearby. She strained to listen and heard it again. The sound came from inside one of the drawers. Sophie's heart pounded in hope. If someone else was in there with her, maybe they could help her. She called again, louder this time, and waited for an answer. There was silence, and then she heard the sound of a drawer opening. She held her breath, waiting to see who or what would appear. What happened next? Watch the continuation of this story in part 2. Please support me by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Also, share this video with your friends on your social networks so they can be amazed.